The silence the nation was questioning has been broken. But this isn't the end of war. This may just be the most dangerous chapter yet. In a high command press conference yesterday, India revealed full proof of its covert military operations striking deep inside Pakistan. The Director General of Military Operations, DGMO, flanked by the Army, Navy, and Air Force chiefs, presented a detailed and irrefutable presentation, a multimedia dossier of precision, targeted hits on Pakistan's most sensitive air bases. From Balakot to Chaklala, the visuals, coordinates, and intercepted intelligence laid bare the magnitude of India's successful operation. Each target was documented, each objective verified. Our armed forces did not just strike, they recorded, validated, and revealed. For every question the silence raised, our forces had an answer, on record, with evidence. The world saw not just bravery but accountability. This was not blind aggression. This was precision warfare with documented purpose. The nation's fate stands reinforced. Our armed forces acted not just with might but with method. And it is this discipline, this transparency, that makes their achievements even more commendable. But the real shock: the target zones hint at possible nuclear linkages. And almost like a cue in a suspense thriller, was a tremor, an earthquake was recorded in Pakistan. Was it natural or something else? Within hours, a shift occurred on the global chessboard. Until now, America had maintained complete detachment. Vice President Vance had confidently declared, India-Pakistan conflict is not our business, their business. Yet soon after India's evidence-laced strikes, President Donald Trump called for immediate de-escalation and urged both sides toward a ceasefire. So we ask, why the sudden pivot by America? Did Pakistan wave the nuclear card in backdoor diplomacy? Did Washington fear a fallout, literal or geopolitical? Or was this pressure a calculated move by the US to maintain regional leverage in South Asia, in Afghanistan, the Indo-Pacific, and in defense deals? And what about China's game? Because shortly after the ceasefire, there's breaking news of a fresh China-America trade agreement, a handshake between economic giants while India and Pakistan halt fire. Is it possible that the ceasefire was not about peace but about price tags? Did China leverage Pakistan's panic to secure last-minute trade terms with the US? Was America's sudden urgency to halt India's offensive less about lives and more about logistics? Is there a geopolitical exchange playing out behind the curtains, with India's military dominance pushing both China and the US to make sudden calculated moves in the global power matrix? And where does the Gulf War of 1991 come in, if you remember? Because back then too, psychological warfare took the front seat. In the first televised war, Iraqi soldiers were bombarded with disinformation, pamphlets, psychological tactics, leading many to surrender without a fight. The war for many was lost before a bullet was fired. Soldiers gave up because of fear instilled by masterful propaganda. It was an information war before it was a military one. The battlefield wasn't just the desert, it was the mind. And are we now witnessing something similar to Gulf War, not on the sands of Kuwait, but in the minds of millions via screens and smartphones? Because now we aren't just dealing with missiles and airstrikes, we are deep in the midst of an information war. Propaganda is being mass-produced. Narratives are being spun. AI-edited images, doctored footages, unverified posts. We are buying. What are we being served? We must be cautious. This is psychological warfare. This is perception management at a global scale. In this new age war, information is the weapon. Belief is the battleground. And as this theater of perception unfolds, let us take a moment to appreciate the absurdity of our neighbor's counter-narrative. Pakistan, while providing no satellite data, no confirmed visuals, and absolutely no military proof, has gone ahead and declared a false victory with viral TikToks and social media memes as their primary evidence. In a desperate bid to match India's verified military press conference, Pakistan's DGMO appeared on screen with vague statements and zero evidence, drawing international ridicule. A performance so hollow, even comedy channels struggled to parody it. So we ask that Pakistan staged their press conference to mimic India, but with no proof, no data, no credibility, and now become a global mockery. What is being hidden behind the sudden ceasefire? Was there a secret agreement? Are the people being told the full truth? India, on its part, has made it clear the war was never against the people or the military of Pakistan. It was against terrorism. Objectives have been met, targets neutralized, while also making it clear that Operation Sindoor continues against terrorism. And to all the people of India questioning our Honorable Prime Minister, understand this: national decisions, specifically in war, are layered with strategy, diplomacy, and foresight. India stands today as one of the world's top economic powers. War may be right years, but prolonged conflict can push a rising nation back to decades. Sometimes the greatest strength is in knowing when to stop. Sometimes the quietest steps prevent the loudest disasters. So today we urge you, stay sharp, stay skeptical, stay aware, because in the modern warfare, information is the weapon, belief is the battlefield, and silence can scream louder than bombs. Beware, dear viewers. For more deep insights, stay tuned to the Globali.